In my last video, I talked about 8 myths about giants. GameMasters here, and with Bigby Presents Glory of the Giants due out soon, I wanted to go over 8 big myths, pun intended, about giants. Things that actually are not true at all. And these may very well be a reason that many DMs or players don't give these massive beings an opportunity to make an appearance in their game. Let's delve into these myths and see which ones you've held on to and which ones we can set right. Who knows? Perhaps giants might be a cool thing to have in one's campaign after all. Myth 1. Giants are stupid. Contrary to popular belief, giants are not universally unintelligent. While some breeds, like hill giants, may lack intelligence, many giants possess intelligence equal to or even surpassing that of humans, elves and dwarves. Intelligence levels can vary greatly among giants, just as it does among those same humans, elves, and dwarves. The misconception about giants being ignorant is likely fueled by the frequent encounters with ogres, hill giants, and frost giants, while other giant breeds remain less encountered. Hill giants, as mentioned, can be seen as the lesser intelligent of the giants, but they are cunning and quite crafty when it comes to accomplishing their goals. Myth 2. Giants are evil. Just as humans can come in a variety of alignments, so too can giants. What's more, each race or species of giants can have their own concept of good and evil standards. Think of it along these lines. To them, their actions are considered to be good in nature. Perhaps a tribe is hunting food to bring home to their family. It just happens that a party's horse has gotten free, and that was the object of the giant's hunt. To the party, the players, the capture and slaying of their horse may seem like an evil act, but to the giants, it's a good action as they're providing nourishment for their tribe. One myth that, isn't, is that these guys have given me a giant-sized amount of support, and I cannot thank them enough. If you'd like to offer up some support, a super thanks would be sweet, but a thumbs up works too. And if you'd like to become a member of this channel, I'll leave details down in the description. Myth 3. Giants eat only humans. As we just pointed out, giants will eat horses. They will actually eat a variety of foods from carrots to venison, from soups to even baked goods. They actually eat a variety of foods just as humans would. Hill giants and Ettins would be among the few breeds that might eat humans, but it's the amount of food that they consume that is the real truth here. On average, giants require 9 times as much food as a human would. This can actually be problematic for giants, which is a major reason large groupings of giant kind are so rare. The amount of food required to keep a large tribe fed is difficult to come by. Myth 4. Ettins are not giants. Giants consider themselves as, giants because they are able to trace their lineage back to their god Annam Allfather and his wife Othea. More on them in a future video, by the way, but Annam was a god and Othea was a demigoddess. But among the offspring was a 2-headed son named Arno and Julian. Other giants referred to them as Ettin, which in the tongue of giants means runt. Over the years, Arno and Julian sired more Ettins, but no matter how you look at it, Ettins are 100% able to trace their lineage back to Annam. Myth 5. Giants are almost extinct. As we mentioned, large groups of giants is a rare thing to see, specifically because of the amount of food that it would require to sustain them. Most larger tribes will live near the coast where fishing is plentiful. Of course, you also have cloud giants and mountain giants that are generally in locations that the common adventurer can't really get to. While their numbers are not exploding, the overall population of giants is fairly stable. Myth 6. Giants are immortal. Giants generally have a long lifespan due to the divine blood of Annam coursing through their veins, but it has been diluted over the eons. While Annam's direct sons were immortal, and it's possible that some may still walk the lands, with each generation's offspring, that lifespan grows shorter and shorter. Today's giant can see an average lifespan of about 350 years, but there are still some that are around that were born well over 1,000 years ago, but they can die of the same ailments that humans can. Myth 7. Giants can control dragons. Many years ago, there was a war between dragons and giants, simply referred to as war with dragons. The war itself would last for more than 1,000 years, until a truce was entered into upon both sides. While the details of the truce have been kind of forgotten to time, enough is known about the war that both sides' populations were greatly reduced. Giants and dragons have an understanding, and on occasion may team up to cleanse an area where both can live without the meddlesome interference of other species. Myth 8. Giants are tied to the geography they inhabit. Okay, the myth goes like this. Humans and demi-humans believe that giants are magically tethered to the geographical area that they inhabit. For example, they believe that giants will lose their strength should they travel too far from their homes, while others believe that a giant can turn into stone if they veer too far away. This is simply not true. Giants do have an affinity for the area in which they were born, and they may very well reside there for thousands of years. But it is not unheard of for a tribe of giants to relocate should resources dwindle, and they won't get weaker or turn to stone. All of these myths can be found in the advanced Dungeons & Dragons book called Giantcraft that came out in 1995, and I'd be surprised if at least some of these weren't presented in the new Bigby Presents Glory of the Giants. If you'd like to check out Giantcraft, I'll leave a link down in the description as to where you can get a copy. Also, if you'd like to see more videos about giants, be sure to check out our Bigby's playlist here. What other myths about giants have you heard? What rumors have you encountered in your travels? Let me know down in the comments, and until next our paths cross, may you bust some myths about giants.